Hey y'all. All exposure is not loud. Someone has been asking God to open up their eyes to the truth, open up their ears to the truth. God, show me your way. And we all know that God's way is the right way. So when God starts opening your eyes up to the truth, allowing you to hear deception, allowing you to recognize deception and manipulation, allowing you to know the difference between self and God. Well, a lot of that is going on where God had been saying for some years that he was going to come for the church first. And there's going to be exposure. But the way God is doing it, he will expose things without people knowing that it's being exposed. In other words, God will allow people to expose themselves. And God is asking people, you need to start praying for discernment. So you can know when it's him and when it's self. When it's him, when it's man. When God put you in that word and you let that word sit in your heart and you learn and memorize that word, let me tell you, you would know the difference when it's God and when it's man. So what's been going on is that God has been exposing things that's going on. I told y'all the closets, the dark closets in the church. Things that's going on, God said he was going to expose it. And I want to tell you right now, it's taking place. And the enemy don't even know that he's being exposed. People don't even know they are being exposed. Because instead of making it about God, a lot of church have made it about self. And if you can see, then you can know. You can see it for your own self. So I want to tell you all what how God been showing me that he is opening up people's eyes where they can see the truth. Back here, this happened like in what, three consecutive months, where I have had people to just come up to me and say, hey, did you see that? Like, what? Why is this being out in the open like that? And you know what I had to tell them? I told them, I said, everything is happening for a reason. Because God said, I got to expose the darkness. Me, I'm going to shine my light on the darkness that's going on. Not just inside these buildings, these church buildings, but in this world. And I had to tell them, I said, everything that's happening, it got to happen. Because God said, I'm going to shine the light on the darkness. And you know what they said? Gotcha. And I was like, wow, like, okay. Like, we didn't have to gossip about it. We didn't have to have no long conversation. Because guess what? They understood what I was saying. That lets me know that God is opening up people's eyes and ears to the truth. He allowing things to be exposed to where it don't have to be where somebody got to get out and gossip about it. Or it got to be put out all on social media where people got to make a video. No. Like, this stuff is being exposed quietly. I told y'all, when God start opening up your ears to the truth, your eyes to the truth, you supposed to sit back and be quiet and pay attention. I have always said that. And I'm giving somebody clear instructions. Sit back, be quiet, and pay attention to what God is showing you. So then I had somebody else that come to me, back here at the beginning of the month, and they was like, I thought this person supposed to be a Christian, and they doing this and this and that. You know what I told them? Be quiet and just sit back and pay attention, because God is exposing things. That's why you have to be careful when you around here saying, I'm a Christian, I'm a child of God. but what you presenting doesn't line up with the word of God. And guess what? This came from somebody that say they don't even believe in God. That was the thing. And I'm sitting out after I got done talking to them, I was like, wow, like, you know, people is really watching. People is watching the church. People, God is exposing things that's not lining up with his word. And a lot of this stuff that's going on within the church building is self. And God is exposing it without people even realize they're being exposed. I'm going to read Psalms, the 25th chapter, the 5th verse. Lead me by your truth and teach me, for you are the God who saves me. All day long, I put my hope in you. Let me tell y'all something. I always say that I always ask God, show me your way. Whatever I can't see, Lord, open up my eyes, open up my ears to the truth. I don't want to live in deception. I don't want to be deceived and manipulated. I want the truth. I have lived in deception, manipulation, all my life. And finally, God pulled me out of it. And he's opening up my eyes day by day and constantly exposing things to me. For the hearts of these people are hardened, and their ears cannot hear, and they have closed their ears. So their eyes cannot see, and their ears cannot hear, and their hearts cannot understand, and they cannot turn to me and let me heal them. Matthew the 13th chapter, the 15th verse. Self. A lot of this stuff that God is exposing, he's exposing how people have put self before him. How a lot of this stuff that's going on within the church buildings have become about self. So the instructions is, sit back, be quiet, and pay attention. And somebody might be saying, I've been seeing so much stuff that I know don't look like God, don't line up with the word of God. But God said that's him showing you the truth. It's time out for the deception, the manipulation, the lies, running up behind men that's serving self and not even serving God. I'm telling y'all, I'm so glad. Like, when I say, I just smile because I'm like, God, I remember when I used to be there, sitting in deception, being deceived. But God, I thank you for opening up my eyes to the truth. I'm grateful for you snatching me out of the deception of the enemy. I'm glad that you opened up my eyes and teaching me your way. But not only teaching me his way, but helping me to go down the right way, the right path. So, you seeing things. And you're wondering, why is you seeing this? Why is this stuff all blasting all on the internet? And why is this being shown? Because God said that's him. That's his way of exposing things. Silently. Without people even knowing they are being exposed. The world is watching the church. I'm telling you right now. And everything that's going on in some of these church buildings is not accepted by God. So God said, I'm going to shine the light on all this darkness. Don't be deceived. Everybody standing in the pulpit was not called by God. Every prophet was not called by God. Don't be deceived. Lord, give me discernment. Bye, y'all.